Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elisa and this video is about the Adelina dress. This is the dress I made to participate in the BHM Pattern Designers Challenge in February. BHM stands for Black History Month, and this is a challenge created by Tabitha of Sewnaturaldane in 2019, and she created this challenge to highlight Black pattern designers as well as Black-owned fabric companies and knitting designers. The dress I chose is from the designer Tabitha Sewer, and it's called Adelina. It's an homage to her grandmother. This year's challenge was hosted by Tabitha herself and also by Kira of Islandsewcialist. There are a couple of reasons why I chose this pattern. I saw it on Creative Bug and I really liked how it looked on the model. It was the designer herself, and I especially liked the fabric that she used. Another reason was the fact that this designer was new to me, and I wanted to feature a designer that maybe was also unknown to others participating on the challenge. Other than that, it was a design, or it is a design with a button placket, and this is something I've been avoiding and dreading for a long time, and now I decided I wanted to conquer that fear. So those are the reasons why I chose this particular pattern. So what kind of dress is this? The Adelina is a high-waisted dress. It has a flowy gathered skirt, it has a button placket, and it has pockets. The pattern includes 4 different sleeve options. You can have them either long or short, and ruffled or elasticized. For this pattern, they recommend medium or lightweight woven fabrics such as chambray, linen, cotton sateen, cotton twill, poplin, georgette, crepe, and so on. The size range is US 4 to 24. And as for the skill level, it is classified as a project for intermediate sewists. This is the first time I participated on a sewing challenge. I had very little time, so I did something I usually don't do, especially if it's the first time I'm sewing a pattern from a designer I don't know. As I said, I usually don't recommend it, but I read instructions very carefully. I had the possibility to follow the video lesson on Creative Bug, so I was confident enough to do this dress without making a muslin first. I did okay, but the dress turned out quite big, and I could have avoided it by sewing it first on a test fabric. I used rayon that I had in my stash. I bought this fabric several years ago, either in Thailand or in Singapore. I don't remember anymore, I forgot to write it down. It has been sitting in my stash for quite some time now, and I'm glad I finally got to use it, and I think it was perfect for this project. I made a size 22, and as I said, it turned out a little big, especially on the bust area and the waist, so afterwards I had to take it in a few inches. I only had a little over 2 meters of fabric, so I had to change my initial plan accordingly. I had to go with short sleeves, and I finished the neckline with bias tape instead of using a facing. At the end I only had little scraps of fabric, but I was able to make bias tape using my main fabric. I didn't have enough fabric to cut the back piece on the fold, so I cut it out of 2 pieces of fabric. I added 1.5 centimeters to each for the seam allowance, and then I sewed them together. And this is the end result. Do you like it? Will I sew this dress again? Yes, I'm sure I will. Although I had to make some alterations for it to fit properly, I think it looks good on me, I like the fabric I used, and most importantly, I learned a couple of new skills. This is the first garment I made that has a button placket. It turns out it's not difficult at all. I also learned how to add buttonholes and buttons using the sewing machine. And on the online class, Tabitha shows how to gather a skirt using yarn. That was also a very cool trick. So the BHM Pattern Designers Challenge 2021 is over, but I hope it comes back next year, and I hope I can participate because I had a lot of fun. I'll include the hashtag and links to Natita's and to Kira's channels in the description box so that you can see what everyone has made this year and also what was made in the previous years. I'll also include a link to Tabitha Sewer's page and to the pattern. Let me know what you think about this pattern. Maybe you've sewn the Adelina dress yourself. Tabitha Sewer is a new designer to me. I really enjoyed sewing the Adelina dress, and I think I'm going to try another one of her patterns soon. It's the Ella blouse. It's a simple blouse with a button placket in the back. It looks very chic, very classic, and I think I'll try it soon. I'm excited to try it soon. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video.